Hello everyone. So in the last episode we worked on how to get a notification when we go closer into a weapon. So today we are going to see how to change that notification into like this swap notification, and then when I press E, the character will equip that weapon. Character will change the weapon in hand with that weapon. Right, so let's see how to do this today. Okay, so in the last episode we worked on getting this notification when we go near this gun. So today we are going to implement the actual swapping part. Right, so first let me open the main character class 𝐶𝐻_soldier. Right, so at the moment I have designed the character to only have two weapons, the handgun and the primary weapon, which will be attached to the back when the character equipped the handgun. So what I'm actually thinking is, if I have two sockets in the back and if the character can have like three weapons, for example SMG and a handgun and maybe something like a sniper, I think that would be okay, but that could complicate things a little bit. So for now let's go with only two guns, and also at the moment I don't have any other guns implemented yet, for example a shotgun or a sniper rifle. Right, so therefore let's assume the character will have only two guns, including the handgun and the primary weapon. Alright, so I think what's the name we use when we switch the guns? Okay, here we call primary weapon and secondary weapon. I think it would be better if we call the handgun instead of secondary weapon the handgun, and we should keep secondary weapon for stuff like sniper rifle or shotguns. Or on a second thought, I think we should continue to call the handgun the secondary weapon, and let's have another weapon, let's call it special weapon. So it could be a RPG, rocket launcher, or a sniper rifle. Alright, so with that finalized, let me define a gun type in the gun blueprint, because we need to know if it is a primary weapon or a secondary weapon or a special weapon. So we should, if the character already have one of those weapons, character should replace it, swap it with the existing weapon, otherwise it should just pick up it. Right, so here we already have gun type, but that just represent the actual gun type, not the gun category. Oh, let's call it gun category. Let me define print enumeration gun category. Here we should only have primary and another one secondary and another one special. Okay, now for the here let me add a variable gun category, actually not gun, let's gun category. I thought if I name this as weapon category. Okay, it's right. Okay, gun category, let's compile. Oh wait, this should be in the type of gun category, right? Now the BP gun, yeah, by default it should be primary, that's okay. AK-47 and M16 is also primary, that's okay, but the revolver should be secondary. Right, now when my character overlap with the character, first it should check if the character already has a gun in that category. If yes, we should show a notification like press E to swap this gun with the existing primary weapon or existing weapon in that same category. Right, now in the character BPI character interface, we need a function to get weapon or get current weapon. Well, that's not a good name. Get weapon from category. Okay, that's not perfect, but it explains. Gun category. Right, and it should return the gun type. Okay, because we need to show the name of the gun. It could be either AK-47 or M16 or whatever the name. Right, now in the BB gun, before going for this part, we need to get from the other actor, get weapon from category. Here we need to use the category of this weapon, gun category, right? And in the gun type, we only have AK, revolver, M16, only have valid values. We don't have any entry when there is no weapon in that category. So get weapon from category. Let's add another output in the type of boolean. No weapon from category. This will be true if no, let's name it has weapon from category. So this will be true if there is a weapon in the given category. Right, did I compile? Yes. Now under interface we should have get weapon from category, but why there is a category here? Category should be default. Okay, I'm not sure why it is under this new enumerator, but anyway, let's implement it. Okay, now we need to have some map that hold references to each gun blueprint. So let's add a variable guns and Let's change this into a map. Oh, we can't. Category. Oh, now we can change it into a map. So the other one should be 𝐵𝐵_𝐶𝐭 object reference. Okay. Now in the vplay we need to initialize that data structure guns. So here add under primary weapon we need to update get child actor. Under primary vector primary gun type for weight pp gun object reference we need here. Alright, we can just convert this into a actor object reference. Add primary under primary this one. And revolver should be added under secondary. And when we have another special weapon we can update that too, but at the moment we don't. Right, now we have this guns variable here, get guns, we can use get value, no, we can use the find the weapon from the category. Here this will be true if the item was found, otherwise it would be false. And the gun type we can get gun type from this one, but before we try to call this function I think we need to check if this is true, otherwise maybe we will have a access null reference error. If this is false, return with the false. Well, actually we could just disconnect this and use true as well, but that's both correct. Okay, so now in the BP gun, if we get a valid reference here, I think we should collapse this now, otherwise this would be not too large and nothing would be clear. Swap or pick up right. So if this is false we can continue to use this message, otherwise we have to use another message. So let me duplicate this part. here. So the message should be press E to swap this the existing weapon. We need another pin here. Well, actually 2 pins. Here we need to get the existing weapon name, that is this one type. To swap this one with this gun. Right, shall we check? Now that I already have a gun, press E to swap AK with M16. Cool, that's exactly what I needed. And one more thing, I think it would be better if I have a different color for AK and M16 as well. What could that be? Let me go to UI text data table. Can we duplicate this one? Yes. Input, let's call this one objects. Object. Here instead of this color, what if I use what's the color we already have? This one. Something like this. And here to swap, then we can have the object style. With, again we need to have the object style, then we need to close that style here. Right, let's see now. Set AK with M16. Right, cool, that's better. Right, now the actual swapping. So how do we do it? Right, so when the player character is overlapping with the gun, I think we should enable interact input events, so the input actions will work on this object, this gun. So let's add interact, implement interact event here. Let's just add a print here, interacting gun swap, or let's just call it gun swap, just to see if this is working. But this should be enabled only if the player is overlapping with this object. So if yes, let's enable input. We can get player controller. Also, when the player leaves this object as well without interacting, we should disable input. So how to put this inside? Right, we have to have the same check. this and disable input. Oh wait, disable input on self. Right, now let's check if the input is working. When I press C, nothing happens at the moment. If I go here, press C, yeah, gun swap appears in the top left corner. Right, if I go away, now when I press C, nothing appears. Okay, that part is working as expected. Right, now let's see how to implement the gun swapping. Well, I think we need to implement swap gun function here. Swap gun, and we need a reference in the type of actor. Let's call this one new gun. Okay, now let's implement it. Wait, now what we have to do is, in order to implement this gun swapping, we need to have a reference to the target actor, but actually we can just get player character as well, but just to be cleaner, I promote this to a variable. Let's call it target character. This could be useful later on, maybe when we have, I don't know, multiple characters. I don't know actually, but I think we need to do it that way. Get the target character and call swap gun, and as the new gun, give a reference to self. Okay, alright, now what we have to do is in the soldier, let's implement the swap part. I think better to implement here. Yeah, okay. Swap gun. So get the new gun, get category. Oh no, get weapon. Oh, we don't have a way to get the weapon category. Right. Oh wait, why not just give this in the type of gun? I don't see any harm doing that. Get category. Get gun category. Right. And then from the guns, no, we can use get weapon from category. This way. Then we can have a branch. If this is true, we can get the gun. Yeah, we can get the reference to the gun. Get guns, find again with this category, and here we have the reference to that object. Now let's not worry about the animations here, just let's only worry about swapping the gun. So parent component, and here we have the new gun, attach to component, attach actor to component. Wait, will this work? Not sure, let's see. And snap to target. Everything is snap to target. Scale roll, keep word. And before, yeah, shall we test this first? Right, it comes to the hand. Great. So we need to put the existing gun in the place this gun was. How to do that? Can we get the transform? Get actor transform, yeah. I think we need to temporarily save this somewhere. Yeah. Let's go detach from actor. This, let me get some space. Oh wait, if I detach here now, we wouldn't get a valid reference here to get parent components. So we need to store one of these things in a variable. Right, so I will put this part here. Then let's promote this to a variable. Let's call it new gun transform. I'll put it under, oh wait, we don't have a category. Let's create one. Guns. Let me put this one as well. Yeah. Okay. Now let's set this here. And after attaching the new gun to the socket, let's detach from actor the existing gun and the location. Let's keep word, everything, keep word, and after that let's set the transform. Set actor transform just with the previously stored value. Right, shall we see what happens? Wait, let me save this just in case if any crash happens. Right, now the gun swapping occurred, but if I shoot, I'm pretty sure the AK will fire. See? Just like I expected. So the problem is I didn't replace the references even though I swapped the gun. So how do we do that? Well, first we need to check if the gun is already equipped. So how do we check that? In the gun blueprint, we use this toggle gun to equip and unequip this gun, but we don't really have a way to check if this is equipped or not from outside. So shall we add a new function here? Yeah, why not? Is equipped. Right, then yeah, output should be a true or false. Yes, no. In the BP gun here, let's promote this to variable. Equipped. So we can just return that is equipped. We can return that variable equipped. Right. Now here we can check if this is equipped. Oh, we are getting too much lines from this same object, so better to replace it with some, make it a little cleaner. Right. Is equipped. If yes, what we should do, we should unequip this weapon. So to do that, we can call toggle gun with a false, and then the weapon we are replacing this, we should call it toggle with a right. So how to do that? New gun references are also all over the place. Let's drag a line from here. Another reroute node. And here let's call toggle gun with the true. Right. Now if this is already equipped, we need to set, so we use this weapon variable as the currently equipped weapon to call a shoot event or fire event. So we need to set this with this one. Alright, now let's check. Right, now this gun is shooting. Wait, something is wrong. Aiming is wrong. Oh, for some reason. What's the problem? Alright, actually I think I know the problem. Or could be related to this one. Yeah, let's use custom, and it should only overlap with pawn. So ignore everything and overlap with pawn. These settings should be inherited to other guns as well, but just to be sure, let's double check them. shooting works properly. Let's check what happens after swapping. No, we only get hit somewhere else. Why? Alright. When we call fire, we get target location from the parent actor. Let me draw debug type here. Wait, it's not showing up. And I think after swapping, we don't get the player as the parent actor. That could be the problem. Yeah, just to be sure, let's print the parent actor name here. Yeah, now when I shoot, we get CH player mannequin, that's the parent actor. Oh, this guy is also shooting me. Let me swap the gun, hide here, and if I shoot, nothing is printing. Well, actually the NPC guy, that prints are from NPC guy. See, nothing is printing. So that means I don't get the player character as the parent actor for some reason. Okay, so to solve that problem, let me delete this, and where else I am using this. Okay, so I think we need to have a variable to represent the character who is holding this gun. Right, so we have this equip for toggle gun here. I think we should add another input. Let's call it character. Should be the type of character. Oh, yeah, that should be enough. And yeah, when we call the toggle gun, now we need to give a reference to self whenever we call the toggle gun. So where else we call it? Here we don't need because we are unequipping, so that's okay. When we switch in, we need to self. Okay. Do I have any other references? The player. Right, that's all. Now, in the BP gun, we have to replace this get parent actor with not here, with the oh wait, where is toggle gun? We need to promote this one also as a variable. Character. or should I call it holding character, or gun holder, maybe just character. Don't need to think too much about it. Right, so when we check ammo or doing anything, we need to use the character. Okay, where is update reticle? Use character. Fire. Use character. What is this? Add recoil. Use character. Use character. Okay, now it should be fine. Let's see. Right, let's swap. Oh, wait, I double pressed. Right, that's something we need to fix. Right. Okay, now it is also working. Great. Right, but we still have to do some refactorings. Yeah. Do we have any references? No. In soldier, yeah, we need to replace these references, this concrete references, these direct references with not initially, in here, in such cases. And also when we equip, we need to add this weapon, the new weapon, into the guns as well. Add. Again, we need to get the category. So we will be able to switch back. Let me check. Proceed to swap AK with M16. Great. I can shoot. Let's go here. Oh, I don't get the notification. Right. That's because when the gun is detached, we have to re-enable the collisions for the player detector. To do that, yeah, and also when swap guns is called, we need to disable input as well. And also we need to disable, just like here, this generate overlap events. Well, actually, I think it would be better if we handle this through an interface. So let's go to the gun. Let's add a function. Set interactable. Actually, that may give a wrong message. So here what I mean is, we should get the message, press E to pick up or swap when we go to this weapon again. So let's add an input here in the type of boolean, enable. Right, now let me cut this and let's add interactable event and paste. So if this is true, we should generate overlap events, otherwise we should not. Set interactable to true if we don't have a parent actor initially, and when this weapon is picked up by another character, we need to call set interactable false. But there could be situations even if this input is executed, this may not happen. This weapon may not be actually picked up, but we will keep that in mind for now. Right, now when we drop the weapon, this one here, we need to set this interactable as well, so later on I will be able to pick this up again. Right, oh wait, why this didn't appear? Oh, if it is not valid, we need to enable. Right, right, so if I press E again, oh, that didn't work as expected. I think we should leave those things to the next episode to clean up this system. For now, I'm gonna stop this episode here because this has already taken like 50 minutes. Okay, so thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download through Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.